Good evening and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you 100 news and updates from the country and the world in 30 minutes. Let's begin. President Draupadi Murmu paid floral tributes to Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, former President of India, on his birth anniversary at Rashtrapati Bhavan. India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and visiting Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi held the 24th round of the Special Representatives talk on the India-China boundary question in New Delhi on Tuesday. NSA Doval in his opening remarks expressed hope that these talks will be equally successful. He said the SR-level talks assume a very special importance since Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting for the SCO summit shortly. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will undertake a 3-day official visit to Russia from Tuesday. Visiting at the invitation of First Deputy Prime Minister Denis Manturov, Jaishankar will co-chair the 26th session of the India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Trade, Economic, Scientific, Technological and Cultural Cooperation on 20th of August. The minister will also address the India-Russia Business Forum meeting in Moscow. Dr. Jaishankar will also meet his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov and review the bilateral agenda and share perspective on regional and global issues. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with union ministers and NDA leaders, held a parliamentary meeting of the alliance and felicitated the vice presidential candidate C.P. Radhakrishnan on Tuesday. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will be Radhakrishnan's campaign manager, while Union Minister Kiren Rijiju will serve as his election agent. The opposition has named former Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy as its candidate for the vice presidential elections next month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Shubhanshu Shukla at his official residence in New Delhi on Monday. The two discussed a wide spectrum of subjects, including the country's ambitious human spaceflight program, Gaganyaan. The Prime Minister asked Shubhanshu about how international astronauts reacted upon meeting an Indian astronaut. Shukla said people were happy and were well informed about the country's progress. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved the development of Greenfield Airport at Rajasthan's Kota, Bundi. The project includes construction of a terminal building spanning an area of 20,000 square meters, capable of handling 1,000 peak hour passengers with annual capacity of 2 million passengers per annum. The Cabinet also approved construction of 6-lane access-controlled capital region ring road in Odisha. The project alignment integrates with 3 major national highways and 1 state highway, providing seamless connectivity to key economic, social and logistic nodes across Odisha. India's External Affairs Ministry's fact-checking team has clearly made it clear that claims being made on social media seeking monetary contributions into a GOI-designated bank account in Nimisha Priya case is a fake incident. Lindsay Cameron, British High Commissioner to India, made a courtesy visit to UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. During the meeting, Cameron signed an agreement on the new Shivning scholarships between the United Kingdom and Uttar Pradesh, which will allow 15 students every year for the next 3 years to go to the UK on a fully funded scholarship. Indian equity indices ended on strong note with Nifty up 103.7 points at 24,980.65. At close, the Sensex was up 370.64 points at 81,644.39. Gold prices declined by 44 rupees to 99,357 rupees per 10 grams in future trade amid muted spot demand. Silver prices declined 574 rupees to 1,13,018 rupees per kilogram as participants reduced their bets. Indian rupee ended 39 paise higher at 86.96 per dollar on Tuesday. Dollar dipped against major pairs as markets assessed the outcome of a summit between leaders from the US, Europe and Ukraine. Stocks in Asia were flat on Tuesday ahead of key meeting of central bankers. European shares edged higher as investors weighed the possibility of peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. British grocery inflation nudged down to 5% over the 4 weeks to the 10th of August, providing limited relief for consumers. Japan-based tech investor SoftBank Group will invest $2 billion in Intel as US government considers taking a 10% stake in chip giant. US President Donald Trump hosted Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and European leaders at the White House on Monday, aiming to end the Russia-Ukraine conflict. European Union leaders praised the US President's leadership, with NATO Chief Mark Rutte calling it exciting and at least Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni noting a shift towards peace. Post the meeting, Trump tiled his Russian counterpart in a 40-minute-long conversation. Trump claimed that the Russian leader is open to a bilateral with Zelensky, followed by a trilateral including himself. Trump also hinted at US-backed security guarantees for Ukraine, potentially including arms deal worth $90 billion, advanced weapons, and even buying Ukrainian drones. Russian Special Envoy Dmitriev posted on X saying that an important day of diplomacy today with the focus on lasting peace and not a temporary ceasefire. French President Emmanuel Macron and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer co-chaired a video conference of the Coalition of the Willing on Tuesday, continuing discussions on security guarantees for Ukraine. Hamas has accepted a new ceasefire proposal for Gaza after a fresh diplomatic push, though Israel has not yet responded to the offer. The proposed deal includes a pullback of 1 kilometer by Israel Defense Forces from their current positions, except in the areas of Beit Lahia and Shejaiya. In exchange for 10 living hostages, Israel will release over 200 Palestinian prisoners, including 140 individuals who are serving life sentences. The United Nations Security Council started negotiations on Monday on a French-drafted resolution to extend a long-running peacekeeping mission in Lebanon. It also hinted at their intention to work on an eventual withdrawal of the UN troops. The mandate for the operation is renewed annually and its current authorization will expire on 31st of August. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has called for rapid expansion of the country's nuclear armament, referring to the US-South Korea military exercises as an obvious expression of their will to provoke war. Pyongyang has regularly criticized such drills as rehearsals for invasion, while Seoul and Washington say they are purely defensive. Russian nuclear-capable strategic bombers carried out a scheduled flight over neutral waters in the Sea of Japan on Tuesday. Russian Defense Ministry said that the flight lasted more than 6 hours and the bombers were escorted by Su-35S and Su-30SM fighter jets. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Tuesday that any meeting on Ukraine involving national leaders must be thoroughly prepared. Lavrov said Russia remained committed to efforts aimed at resolving the conflict in Ukraine, including both bilateral and trilateral formats. During an interview to Russian television channel, Lavrov spoke about the issue of Russia's security, saying that the fact that commitments given to Russia on preventing the expansion of NATO to the east have been consistently violated for decades. The union representing Air Canada flight attendants said on Tuesday it had ended a strike over wages and unpaid ground work after reaching a tentative agreement with the airline. Air Canada said it will gradually restart flights after strike deal. Time to take a short break. We'll be right back.
This week on Defense Dynamics, we decode Project Sudarshan Chakra and how it could reshape India's strategic air defense. We analyze India's toughest technological challenge, the building of own fighter jet engines. From silicon to steel, why indigenous microchips may decide the wars of tomorrow. And we will talk about the record-breaking feat, the longest surface-to-air missile kill in the aviation history during Operation Sindoor. This Wednesday at 8 p.m. only on DD India.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Express News. Let's continue. Mumbai continues to reel under the impact of heavy rains with severe waterlogging reported in several parts of the city. Amid heavy rains, train services between Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, Thane and Harbour Lane between Kurla CSMT have been suspended. Indian Army launched relief operations in Nanded district of Maharashtra after heavy inundation affected the nearby villages. Educational institutions in Kulu district of Himachal Pradesh remain closed following continuous heavy rainfall and landslides. Rescue efforts are on in Jammu and Kashmir's Kishtwar, where NDRF, SDRF and local police are searching for survivors in flood-hit Chasoti village. In Jammu and Kashmir's Kathua, the army has mounted large-scale relief operations after a devastating cloudburst. Upper reaches in Gandarbal Sonmargs received season's first snowfall on Tuesday. In Delhi, water from swollen Yamuna River flooded the surrounding areas, forcing the residents to abandon homes. Several cities in National Capital Region, including Ghaziabad, Noida and Faridabad, were hit by heavy rains accompanied by dusty storm. Flash floods triggered by intense rain have killed at least 341 people in northwest Pakistan since Friday. At least 3 more people have died in heavy rains in northern China, taking the death toll to 13 now. Turkey's province faces a crippling drought, drying up dams and leaving some homes without water for weeks. Syria faces a potential food crisis after the worst drought in 36 years slashed wheat production by around 40%. Firefighters are battling fierce wildfires in the Spain province, where a severe heatwave condition is fueling destruction. Thick plumes of smoke rose over the mountains in Pampilhosa, the Serra, Portugal, as wildfires have burned about 216,200 hectares so far this year. Australia's National Research Collections building in Canberra, housing 13 million preserved specimens in bushfire and pest-resistant walls. A downtown Abbey auction preview opened in London, exhibiting costumes and props from British television period drama and films. China's Shanghai Zoo is arranging icy treats for animals to beat the heat. A toothpaste made from hair using keratin to repair damaged tooth enamel by researchers at King's College in London. World celebrates August the 19th as the International Photography Day. The day is to honor the art, science and history of photography. Miss Universe India 2025 crowned to Manika Vishwakarma. She will represent India at the 74th Miss Universe pageant in Thailand. Hong Kong scientists are pit in saving endangered cockatoos by placing nesting boxes in old cotton trees. Turkish academics win NATO awards for developing AI-powered target detection module. The Indian Army is set to launch a community radio station called Ruwe Karna in Tangadar, Jammu and Kashmir. Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh is gearing up for Ganesh Chaturthi festival, which will commence from the 27th of August. American series Gen 5 Season 2 starring Jay Sinclair and Liz Broadway will premiere this September on Prime Video. Stephen Knight's period drama House of Guinness will premiere on Netflix next month. Jordan's debut with comedy special Take Me With You is set to release on Netflix. Season 3 of America's Sweetheart, Stella's Cowboys Cheerleaders will return on OTT next year. Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning hits OTT platform Netflix on Tuesday. British period drama called The Mid-5 Season 14 will premiere on the 15th of September in USA. Raak, a crime thriller starring Ali Faisal and Sonali Bendre, will premiere next year on Prime Video. Veteran Indian actor Achyut Potidar, known for his Professor role in Three Idiots, passed away at the age of 91. Marisan, a comedy thriller, is set to stream on Prime Video on 22nd of August. Veteran Marathi singer Leelatai Shelar passed away at the age of 94 at her home in Mumbai. BCCI announces a 15-member squad for Asia Cup 2025, which will take place in Dubai from 9th of September. Suryakumar Yadav will continue to lead India, while Test captain Shubman Gill will feature in Asia Cup side as a vice-captain. World number 2 Carlos Alcaraz won his maiden Cincinnati Open title after defending champion Jannik Sinner was forced to retire towards the end of the first set due to illness. After Carlos Moya and Rafael Nadal, Alcaraz is the third Spanish men's singles champion in Cincinnati. He won his 22nd career title and also extended the head-to-head advantage over Sinner to 9-5. Third-ranked Iga Swiatek captured the Cincinnati Open title by defeating number 7 Jasmine Paolini by 7-5, 6-4 on Monday night. Wimbledon champion Swiatek secured the second seed for the final major of the year at Flushing Meadows. Argentina's national team unveiled a revamped 31-man squad on Monday, led by Lionel Messi for the South American qualifiers against Venezuela and Ecuador for the 2026 World Cup. Brazilian forward Neymar gave Santos fans the right to protest and even offend after the team's 6-0 home loss in Brazilian League. The Indian women's cricket team has unveiled its squad for the Women's ODI World Cup, scheduled to take place in India from the 30th of September. Al Ittihad captain Karim Benzema has downplayed suggestions that Tuesday's Saudi Super Cup semi-final in Hong Kong will be defined by Cristiano Ronaldo's presence. Real Madrid new coach Xabi Alonso said Barcelona and Villarreal's intention to play their Spanish League match in Miami should have been agreed between all the teams involved in the competition. Tottenham Hotspur has confirmed that their captain Christian Romero has signed a new long-term contract with the club. Jose Artur's late goal secured a 1-1 draw for the Houston Dynamo against the Vancouver Whitecaps in Major League Soccer. South Africa right-arm seamer Kagiso Rabada has been ruled out of the 3-match ODI series against Australia after suffering an ankle injury. And two-time Olympic medalist Manu Bhakar won a bronze medal in 10-meter women's air pistol event at the Asian Shooting Championship on Tuesday. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.